Well, hello there. Come on in. I'm Chris Brown. I'm your humble chimney sweep. I was just going over your chimney inspection report, but now that you're here, make yourself comfortable. Let's go over it together, shall we? Okay, now let's take a look at the inspection report and see how it reads out. This is a generic report. This is exactly what you will get, only your information obviously will be filled into all these blanks. The upper right-hand corner of the report is the legend. Each one of these initials pertain to something. A is consistent with the age of the chimney. B, see comments below. C, repairs needed. D, need further evaluation. Or E, not applicable. And they're placed into the boxes next to the parts of the chimney that can be easily identified in this diagram. And then, of course, you'll find my comments here below. Now, let's take a look at your personal report. So stay with me. Hey, Wendy, it was great to see Deucey out at the house today. It's always good to see one of you two or both ladies out at the houses when I come and inspect the chimneys. Let's take a look at these chimneys here. Let's take a look at. Let's start at the top. All have decorative flue pots up here. This one here is called a crown on the left side. This is a standard on the right. And you can see from these top views that there is a screening on the tops of these. Now that's obviously to keep the birds and squirrels and stuff out. And this screen pattern is pretty open, so I'm encouraged by that. But the truth of the matter is that you should never flat screen the tops of chimneys. The code requires 4 times the size of the opening. In other words, if you flat screen it, it's 1 times. If you make like a box out of it, that's 4 times. And the reason for that is you want the chimney to breathe properly. I've been doing this for 40 years, and I have seen sometimes people actually put fly screen, believe it or not, over the top of the chimneys. Now they just don't know any better. It's just as simple as that. But if you put a fly screen, a very fine screen over the top of a chimney, you might as well just seal it up, because none of the gases are going to come out of the top of that chimney. And this creates a drag similar to duct taping something to the bottom of a wing of an airplane or whatever to the fuselage. It adds drag, it adds problems, and it can cause a poor draft. What I did do with the 3 gas fireplaces, couldn't test the wood burners, but the 2 wood burning fireplaces, but the gas ones, we had them fired up. They're working great, by the way. Didn't test them with the remotes. I tricked them on because I don't go through people's homes looking for remotes. I did find one up on the mantle, and I took a picture of it just to show you that they do have remotes. But anyway, I'm sure they work fine. Those gas logs appeared like they had never worked before. I had to bleed the air out of the system in order to get them to run. So, at any rate, I tested them to see if any carbon monoxide was belching back into the room, and that's my big concern with those, and that wasn't taking place. As far as the wood burners, smoke coming back in, you can't test for that. The only thing we can do is ask the present homeowner if they're having a problem with it. If they're not having a problem, then there is no problem. But never like to see flat screening on the top of chimneys. Flue caps are always a better choice. You really can't cap crowns. You can look at this crown flue pot. You can see where it would be impossible to cap that. And caps are not code required in the state of North Carolina, so it is what it is. Here, another example, some more of these flues, and you can see they're all screened up. So, all right, let's go inside. Let's take a look at the living room fireplace. Coal baskets, all the coal appliances are, fireplace appliances are coal baskets. They're gas operated. Again, they have remotes, and I had them fired up. Remember that all of these units, all 3 units came with damper blocks. Only one of the fireplaces has a damper block in it. The other 2 don't. It's a simple matter of just leaving the dampers open. You don't ever want to put yourself in a position where you close the damper and then fire up these units and fill the house up with something you wouldn't see or smell, and that's carbon monoxide, so it'll make you very sick. So the state of North Carolina wants the dampers open. Actually, they prefer to have it's in the gas codes, the the North Carolina gas codes, that a damper block actually be affixed to these. But I'm good as long as nobody actually closes the dampers. Working, beautiful. Flue systems look great. All of these fireplaces look great. Same situation with the dining room coal basket. Beautiful fireplaces, all of them. Bedroom, same situation. There's that remote. I found this one just sitting on top of one of the mantles, so I took a picture of it. But again, I don't go through people's homes looking for remotes. Either they're there or they're not. I'm sure that they're there someplace, and I'm sure they all work. But I didn't test them. All right. Let's see. Let's go on. Let's push on. Let's take a look at the Din wood-burning fireplace. You can see that it's had a lot of use. Obviously, if it wasn't drawing well, there would be smoke stains up in the stone here. So perhaps the screen is a non-issue in this case. Perhaps that screen pattern is so open that it is allowing a good draft, but it also keeping the squirrels and the birds out. Working damper, gas log lighter with a key valve. I operated it. Remember, gas log lighters do not have pilots. Always put a little burning piece of paper here first before you put the gas down. Flue system looks good. Same way with the outdoor fireplace, working damper, gas log lighter. Here's what the wand looks like at the bottom. Flue system looks good. Questions for me? Let's wait a second. Yep. All right. Questions for me? Give me a call. 704-526-6348. You can email me at chris@affordablesweet.com. Thank you.